Hello everyone, my name is Yellow and welcome back to another video. This time we are doing GM mode again and we are going to be attempting hard mode with TNA. And more specifically TNA from 2008 because the 2008 roster was stacked. So the GM, of course, Dixie Carter, that's who we're going to be. And since we can't choose TNA as the brand, we are going to choose Birth of Legends. Why not? SmackDown. Got it easy going here, so opponent type AI, of course. GM opponent, let's make it, could make it another custom superstar, but no, we're going to go with Shane McMahon, why not? And the opposing brand can be Raw, TNA versus Raw, yeah, why not? Hard mode, draft pool, we're sticking it on custom, we're sticking it TNA 2008. I have downloaded 29 custom wrestlers for this challenge, so we're going to see how many of them appear in the draft and how many of them we can sign to our roster to hopefully take out Raw. So of course you should all know the rules of the draft by now, so I'm just going to skip that and we're going to see who appears here in the draft. So straight away, I'm not seeing anyone at all. Keep going down, still no one here. Is everyone just low popularity? That's going to be a bit of a challenge. Still no one. There we go, our first person, all the way at 54 popularity, Scott Steiner, has appeared. So we have one, I'm just going to count, two. Keep going. Come on, there's got to be more than that. 3, 4. Any more? Any more? There's only 4 so far. That's not good. That's not good. I have 29 downloaded. 5, Madison Rain. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. 10 out of 29 people have came through into the draft, and they're all low popularity. Great. Well, I think I know who they're going to start with when Brock Lesnar and Becky Lynch are options, but for me, I've got to start low, I guess, with who was the top person who appeared? Who was it? Scott Steiner. Had 54 popularity. He is a bruiser, he is a face, he has 75 stamina, which is not bad, but he's going to be my first pick for TNA 2008. Great. They've picked Brock Lesnar, as expected. You know what, I should go from the bottom. They're all here. So we've got Eric Young. He didn't quite look like this, but there's no 2008 Eric Young cause going around. They're stealing Devon? Are you kidding me? Why? Why? I guess Devon's went back to WWE. Do I even bother taking Brother Ray right now? If Brother Devon is gone, I'll take Christy Hemme. She's a cruiserweight. If they choose even more of mine, I'm in trouble, but we've got to choose Brother Ray. I mean, we just got to choose whoever we can, really. I can't believe they've taken Devon. Second pick. Are you kidding me? Well, we've got Angelina Love. We will take her. They're taking Roderick Strong. And who else do I have? I have the Black Machismo, Jay Lethal. We'll take him. They're taking Rhea. The thing is, I said at the start, I've downloaded 29 cores and only 10 of them came through here. A lot of them are going to be free agents. And a lot of them just aren't even going to show up because we're only doing 15 weeks. So we've got to just deal with what we've been given here. And I think, is that everyone already? No, we have Hernandez. We have Nick Aldis, who was Magnus at this point. I think that's it. Yeah. 2 left. Magnus and Hernandez. And pretty much everyone is a face, which means we're going to need to change people to heels too, which again just means I can't use them to start rivalry straight away. Oh goodness, we are in trouble. Yeah, so we have how many heels? 1. We have Eric Young as a heel, everyone else is a face. Great, and this is everyone we have, so we're going to have to stop here. This is our starting roster. We have 3 females and 6 males, and that's it. Because they took Devon, who would be another pick for us, and we could have had a tag team thing going. This is going to be hard. They're taking Dominic Mysterio, who I added in just to have another person in here. Maybe he stole the position of one of the TNA guys, I guess. But yeah, they keep on going. They've only got 100,000 left, but this is their starting roster. I can't believe they picked Devon as their second pick. Really, though? They had to do that? Unbelievable. Actually, he was their 5th pick? No, he was definitely like their second pick. Or third pick. But yeah, our popularity is a lot lower than theirs. Yeah. So this is going to be a challenge straight away. They also have a much bigger roster with 16 compared to my 9. But let's begin with week 1. So of course we need to pick our beginning champions, and I'm going to start with Eric Young. He's our only heel, so I don't need to switch him straight away. He can begin a rivalry straight away with either Hernandez or Steiner as well, and yeah, I'm not sure who I'm going to pick yet, maybe Scott Steiner. But yeah, Eric Young will be our starting champion, boost his popularity up as well, since it was in the low 43 range. Not good. And for our female champion, none of these match together. And they're all face. So, I'm going to give it to Angelina, I guess. Angelina Love. She can be women's champion. To begin, great. So let's just look into the free agency, see if anyone has shown up. And no. No one has shown up. I had 29 cores downloaded. No one has shown up. Of course, the legends don't matter. This is our roster, 9 people. This is going to be tough. Okay, so this is week 1, and we're definitely going to fall behind this first week. We don't have enough space to turn everyone heel that we need, so we're just going to have to try and begin rivalries as face versus face and hope that they change. Well, I hope I can change them next week, I guess, but match 1, we have Hernandez versus Brother Ray. That's going to be one of our rivalries, hopefully. We have Jay Lethal versus Nick Aldis. They're both specialists. That should be fine, but again, I need to change one of these into heels. Magnus was a heel. I can turn Nick Aldis heel, I guess. And the main event, we have Eric Young versus Scott Steiner. The only face versus heel match we have. It matches up well. The championship's on the line. That should be a good beginning for that rivalry, hopefully. We are changing Angelina Love heel, so then she can start a rivalry with Madison Rayne. But I'm hoping Madison can call her out this week to begin the rivalry in advance of it actually starting next week. We shall see. As for power cards, I bought the Vito Random Superstar to use at an upcoming pay-per-view, hopefully. We're going to use the Birth of Legends and see who gets boosted in popularity. And, you know, we only have 9 people anyway, so whoever gets picked is a good thing. Our champion did not get picked. Out of everyone that could have got picked, our champion doesn't get picked. So, yeah, everyone apart from Hernandez, Christy, and Eric Young, I think, got picked, which is fine. Everyone gets boosted quite a bit. The main champion, Angelina Love, she's doing good, and she's about to turn heel, which should be fine as well. And our other power card is raise the popularity of the superstar with the lowest popularity by 20. Our lowest is Christy Hemme. She's not going to be involved in a rivalry, so I'm not going to use that yet. If Hernandez drops below Christy, then I can use it, but for now I'm gonna hold off on that one. But yes, this is the show. Let's see what happens. So we simulated, and as expected, things didn't really go so well. 1.5 stars, 1.5 stars, 2.5 stars, compared to was 2, 2, 3.5. So the rivalry did begin between Hernandez and Bubba Ray, well, Brother Ray, I guess, which is good. No rivalry began between Jay Lethal and Magnus, not so good. The rivalry did begin between Madison Rayne and Angelina Love though, which is good. And rivalry began between Eric Young and Scott Steiner. Again, also good. So we have 3 rivalries beginning here out of 4 which I wanted. So not horrible. The ratings were bad though. Over on Raw side we have MVP versus Big E. Otis and Mace versus Mysterio, well, Dominic Mysterio and Titus O'Neil. So random. But that began a rivalry anyway. And also Brock Lesnar versus Trent Seven for the championship. And also call out. Rhea Ripley called out Tegan Knox, and that began a rivalry. So they have 2 rivalries set up here. Devon doing a promo just to rub it in my face. Who knows? But let's check the fans. As you can see, I gained 61,000. Not so bad after all. But Raw did gain 76,000. Okay. They also gained a lot of money. But we have way more money. We will never have a problem with money. We need to sign more people. So let's move into week 2. So week 2, and this is what we have. We have the rematch between Scott Steiner and Eric Young. Since Eric did lose the championship, he asked for a rematch this week. So I'm going to give him it straight away. Keep him happy and keep the rivalry going. We're going to try again to begin the rivalry between Jay Lethal and Magnus. But who knows, both of them are still faces. Not ideal, but I don't have space to change again. Main event, Angelina Love versus Madison Rayne, championship on the line. Hopefully this should keep their rivalry going. And they both have high stamina, so you know what? I'm going to change this to a tables match. Let's see what happens there. Brother Ray is going to turn heel, and Hernandez is calling him out to keep that rivalry going as well. Hopefully, we shall see. For show logistics, we've got the bigger arena, the bigger special effects, and the bigger advertisement. Hopefully that helps. The power cards, I bought all three. The Vito Star, the most popular superstar, great. The double cost because they don't have much money. And a little bit of TLC, because that will give a future TLC match for us a big boost as well. The commissioner goal was rest your current champions for free crew booking. Well, I have a lot of money, so I don't need to do that. And also, Jacqueline was in the free agency, so we signed her, but we currently don't have anything to do with her, which is not ideal. But if this rivalry can finish at the first pay-per-view, then I can change it up straight away and have Jacqueline versus Madison Ray, and I just need to change one of these heel, and it's probably going to be Jacqueline. But for right now, she's not my concern. I'm not going to use her against Christy because I don't need Christy at all, if I'm honest, but I just signed her because I have no one else. So that's week 2. Let's see what happens. So as you can see, things went a lot better. 3.5 star, 1 star, 3.5 star. Much better all around, which is great. So the Steiner-Young rivalry went up to level 2. The mid-card did begin a rivalry, but it's only 1 star because they're both faces, and that's not good, so I do need to change one of them heel. And the main event didn't increase to level 2. Again, not ideal, but they're putting on a 3.5 star match already, which is good. And Hernandez and Brother Ray, I keep saying Bully Ray, he wasn't Bully Ray at this point, he was just Brother Ray. That went up to a level 2 rivalry as well. All good. In Raw, Trent Seven and Lesnar went to a level 1 rivalry. In a 4-star match, MVP called out Big E, which did nothing. The mid-card weird tag team continued, and the main event happened as well, which is 2.5. We did good. Let's check the fans. I gained 77,000, and Raw gained 85,000. They're still in the lead. They're gaining more money. Trent Seven is the champion. But yeah, let's move on to week 3. So this is week 3, and we have a problem here. It's not going well to begin with, but our opening match is going to be Hernandez versus Brother Ray. Again, continuing that rivalry. We have Scott Steiner calling out Eric Young to hopefully boost their rivalry, but Eric's stamina is extremely low, so I'm resting him this week. We're role changing Nick Aldis. Hopefully it doesn't kill the rivalry between him and Jay Lethal. We have to have a mid-card match of Christy Hemme versus Jacqueline, which is not ideal. Both of them don't match up well, both of them are faces, both of them are low popularity. This is going to be a terrible match. But I have no one else to put in here. And the main event is Madison Rayne versus Angelina Love to continue their rivalry. Madison is current champion. We'll see how that goes. For show logistics, this is what we have. You know, we've bought a few things here. And for power cards, I bought the health spa, and I'm going to use it straight away. Both Jay Lethal and Eric Young are kind of low on stamina, but I'm going to have to put it on Eric Young just because his rivalry is higher. Yeah, that makes sense, right? I need Eric Young better or more than Jay Lethal right now, so I'm going to use that. And yeah, the commissioner goal was schedule run in on one of your champions. I'm not going to do that. So again, 3 weeks in a row, I'm just ignoring Triple H. But we're TNA, we ignore Triple H anyway. So let's just go. Let's just go. So things went about as well as I expected. You know, the opening match did 2.5 stars, the mid-card did 1, and it began a rivalry as well, which I don't care about, so I'm going to completely ignore it. And the main event was 3.5 stars, but it didn't increase the rivalry from level 1 again, which is annoying. It's doing the best ratings, but it's not increasing the rivalry, which is not ideal. Steiner did get him and Eric Young rivalry up to level 3 though, which is good. The Hernandez Brother Ray, not Bully Ray, rivalry also went up to level 3, and Magnus turned heel. Great stuff. As for Raw, they had a Hell in a Cell match as the first match. They had a TLC main event. Don't know what's going on here on Raw, but they're doing something well. Let's check the fans. We gained 69,000. Hey, they gained 80,000. They're breaking ahead. They're still gaining slight money. We're already almost 40,000 fans behind. Okay, into week 4. So we've got a massive text here from Triple H. It's not even the pay-per-view week, but Nick Aldis, Hernandez, and Jay Lethal can't take part. Wait. But none of Nick Aldis, Hernandez, and Jay Lethal can take part. Yeah, so all 3 of them can't take part in this week's show when we already have a depleted roster. But the message before this said that he's given us some local talent. So he's given us some jobbers, but 3 of our main people that we have in rivalries can't compete. What else is he going to say? Yeah, he's just saying Christy and Jacqueline wasn't a good matchup. Yeah, of course not. I know this. Jacqueline wants to begin a tag team with Madison Rain. Probably not. Sorry, Jacqueline. And yeah, Angelina's just happy about the rematch. Okay, let's begin week 4. So it's not all bad news. Looking in the free agency, we have 3 people here available to sign. We have Rhino, Alex Shelley, and Chris Sabin to save the day. Perfect. So we're going to sign Rhino straight away. We're going to sign Alex Shelley. And I'm looking at Chris Sabin and thinking, he's a cruiserweight. We don't have any giants. Do I really need him? Will I use him? And the answer is probably not. So I'm just not going to sign Chris Sabin. So if we look at our roster now, we've just signed Rhino. He's also a heel, which is perfect. We have Alex Shelley as well. A specialist versus a bruiser can work. We could begin a rivalry between these 2 straight away. They're both on 10-week contracts, but we're on week 4, so they only need 1 extra week added to their contracts at the end to keep them until the end, which we should be able to do because we have so much money. Hernandez, Jay Lethal, and Nick Aldis being vetoed is really, really annoying. But we're just going to have to deal with it, so let's book the rest of the show. So this is the card for week 4, and I've got some ideas going in my head now. So we're going to continue Angelina Love versus Madison Rain. The rivalry isn't going so well, it's still level 1 heading into the pay-per-view, but we're going to see if we can boost it to level 2, and then maybe just end the rivalry straight away at the pay-per-view, who knows. We've got Brother Ray calling out Hernandez to keep that rivalry going, especially since Hernandez is vetoed this week. We have Rhino and Alex Shelley hopefully begin a rivalry straight away. We shall see. We have Jacqueline doing some charity work just to gain some extra fans because I need them and I don't have anyone else to do anything. And the main event is still Scott Steiner vs Eric Young. Championship not on the line this week. We're going to take it easy. Hopefully this increases the rivalry and into the pay-per-view it's a level 4. We shall see. As for the power cards, you know, we have some injury rehabs which we don't really need. But it is the pay-per-view next week. I'm going to use the double cost. They don't have much money as is. They're going to want to go out all out at the pay-per-view, so I'm going to do double cost. And also, I was looking at the roster that we have, and I've noticed Eric Young is our least popular guy at 47 now. So that means I can play this beginner's luck to boost him by 20. And now, wait, who did that just give it to? It didn't give it to Eric Young because he's still 47. Who did it just give it to? No one else has really been boosted by 20, definitely not. Or does it happen after this week? I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll just find out what happens. You also have Vito Random Superstar and Vito Star. I could use this. But also I kind of want to save them for later, so I'm not going to use them yet. The journal again was have your most popular available female face and heel fight each other, which I'm going to do anyway just to continue the rivalry. For the show logistics, we'll pick the best possible stuff that we can use, which is good for us, which we get the bonuses for. So yeah, we'll just buy everything we can, and we'll begin this week. Bad stuff for us. We went 2 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars. None of our main rivalries increased. Like Angelina Love, Madison Rain didn't increase. That's still level 1. Brother Ray, almost said Bully Ray. Brother Ray and Hernandez still level 3, that didn't increase, and the main event didn't increase to level 4 either. But Rhino and Alex Shelley did begin level 1 rivalry, which is good for us, I guess. So, on Raw side, you know, the tag team rivalries went up to level 4 already. Mid-card level 2, this rivalry I think is still level 1, maybe level 2, but they put on a 4-star tables match, so... Yeah, all 3 of their matches were tables matches, god damn it, wow. And MVP Big E rivalry began at level 1 as well, so... Let's check the fans. I'm sure they're doing much better than me. I gained 74,000 somehow. They gained 81,000. They're just breaking away each week. They're 60,000 fans ahead after 5 weeks. We're a third of the way done and they're 60,000 fans ahead. But it is the pay-per-view week. Let's see if I can pull something back. Checking the messages and Triple H saying, hey, something came up and I can't have Angelina Love taking part in your show this week. She's the most popular person on my roster and she's the one in the biggest rivalry at the minute and I can't have her on the show for the pay-per-view. Perfect. Great. And Eric Young saying, Steiner's been handing me nothing but losses. Is there someone else you can match me up against? I mean, I'm going to end the rivalry at the pay-per-view, but I've got to be truthful and say no. So, yeah, I'm just going to have to book what I can. So, let's do it. Looking in the free agency, and another 2 people have shown up. We have Matt Morgan for 10 weeks, and we have Shark Boy for 5 weeks. And I am going to sign both of them just to make our talent pool a little bit higher, I guess. So yeah, they're now both on the roster. Also looking at our roster, I still can't figure out who got boosted by 20 popularity. It definitely wasn't Eric Young, even though he was the least popular person last week. But yeah, I have no idea who got boosted. Weird. Okay, so this is the card for the pay-per-view. I'm hoping it goes well. Actually, first thing I'm going to do is just switch these 2 matches around. So the opening match is a tables match between Brother Ray and Hernandez. They're a level 3 rivalry. It might end the rivalry here, which would be fine. I'm fine with that. And the table match is the specialty of this pay-per-view, so that should be a better match. We're doing a call out. Madison's calling out Angelina Love since she can't appear at the pay-per-view. Not ideal. We have a role change for Matt Morgan, turn him heel, and then I can start doing things with him. So we'll hope, well, that will work. So next week we can do stuff with him. We have a mid-card match of Nick Aldis and Jay Lethal to continue their rivalry. We'll just see what happens there. Rhino and Alex Shelley, they're only beginning their rivalry, but we've put them in a tables match anyway just to see if we can boost it a bit more. We have a self-promo from Jacqueline just so the popularity goes up a little bit. And the main event is a TLC match between Scott Steiner and Eric Young to hopefully end the rivalry straight away. We also used our Power Card TLC boost to make that an even bigger rated match. We bought the Health Spa, and we're also going to use that on Angelina Love. She is on 69 stamina already, but we're going to boost her even more to 87, just so that she's really fresh to come back and we can put her in as many matches as we need. Apart from that, the show logistics, we've bought all the best stuff we can, and yeah, we're ready for the show. Wow, so we killed it this week, which is kind of what I was hoping for. The tables match between Brother Ray and Hernandez went really well, 3-star. Mid-card, 2-star, but the rivalry did end between Brother Ray and Hernandez, so we can do other stuff with them straight away, which is fine. The call-out promo got their rivalry up to level 2, finally, which is good. Mid-card also went to level 2. The Rhino Alex Shelley rivalry went to level 2 in a 3.5-star tables match, which is decent. The main event completed the rivalry between Scott Steiner and Eric Young as well in a 5-star match. We destroyed Raw on the ratings this week. And for Raw, I guess, their rivalry completed in the tag team. Brock Lesnar called out Trent Seven and got the rivalry up to level 2. These mid-card matches were pretty bad for Raw, both 2-star matches, and the main event was 3-star, so they didn't get good ratings. But let's see, I gained 204,000 fans, and Raw gained 172. We gained a lot of fans there, but they're still in the lead by 9,000, but we're catching up quick. We're coming back. So let's move in to week 6. Looking in the free agency this week, you can see we have Homicide. Now, we're at a position where our roster is pretty big and we don't really need anyone else, but it would be cool to see Homicide and Hernandez together again. LAX, Foreman, make a tag team rivalry since everything just kind of ended with a few different rivalries. So, I'm going to sign him. He's only for 5 weeks, but we'll get him anyway. This is our card for week 6. We're continuing the rivalry between Rhino and Alex Shelley. We have Magnus calling out Jay Lethal to continue their rivalry. We have Angelina Love and Madison Rain going at it since Angelina couldn't be booked for the pay-per-view. Her stamina is really high as well, but Madison's not so much. But you know what? We'll make this a title match as well. Why not? Let's boost it just that little bit higher. And the main event is Brother Ray and Matt Morgan taking on Homicide and Hernandez, LAX. Hopefully start a tag team rivalry here. I'll be fine with that. We're resting everyone else, so I bought all 3 things here that were possible. Contract negotiation would be great for, I guess, Homicide, since he's only on 5 weeks. Shark Boy I'm still doing nothing with, and I don't even think I will at this point. But the health spot, we need them. Everyone's, well, Scott Steiner and Eric Young are both low after their rivalry. Steiner is the champ, so we're going to put it on him. Get him higher. Eric Young is also pretty low though, so we're also going to use one on him. And yeah, that's going to be it. The journal entry was book your least popular available star for a match for a special promotion. Special promotion is decent, But yeah, no, I'm not putting Christiane in a match. I'm sorry, I just don't have anything for her, and I probably will never have anything for her. So yeah, this is the card. Let's go. Okay, so things might look bad here. We had 2-star open match between Rhino and Alex Shelley, but it did go at level 3, which is still fine. Our mid card was a 3.5-star match, our biggest match on the show, which should have been probably first. I should have switched them around. But Brother Ray wanted a main event match, so I had to put him in just to keep him happy. I didn't really need to put him in. But yeah, it did begin a tag team rivalry, which is good. That's what I wanted. Every other rivalry went up to level 3 as well, so ideal all round. On Raw, they're doing weird things, I guess. I don't know what they're doing over here. But, you know, they're getting a 3-star, 2-star, 2.5-star. Good for them. Let's check the fan change. I gained 49,000. They gained 45,000. I'm creeping. I'm so close. I'm only 5,000 behind now. I still have a lot of money compared to them. So, week 7 now. Looking in the free roster this week, you can see ODB is here. Chris Sabin is back again. But Booker T is here. And you might be thinking, well, okay. But Booker T was part of TNA in 2008, which is why I added him into the draft pool. But he just wasn't in the draft. He is here as a free agent though, so I can sign Booker T. He's there for 9 weeks for 160,000. We do have the money. He's a face fighter. We don't really need him, but just because we have the money, I am going to sign him. Also this week, I promised Rhino a title shot within 3 weeks. And I promised Eric Young we could have promo. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's sort out the card. So this is the card we have for week 7, continuing the rivalry between Lethal and Magnus. See how that goes. We have Angelina calling out Madison Rayne just because her stamina's a bit low, so I'm going to rest her this week. We have the tag team rivalry continuing in the mid card. We have a self promo from Eric Young, just because he wanted to do a promo this week. And the main event is a championship match, Steiner versus Rhino for the championship, with a run-in from Alex Shelley to hopefully continue the rivalry between Alex Shelley and Rhino. And I'm kind of hoping Rhino still wins the championship anyway, so then I can put the championship as another part of the Alex Shelley Rhino rivalry. So we'll just see what happens. For the show logistics, we've picked the best stuff that works for us. For the power cards, we're not going to buy any of these. I'm not really interested. And the goal was schedule a run-in on your most popular available star this week, which is Scott Steiner, and there is a run-in on his match. But I'm running in on Rhino, not Scott Steiner. But it was only for a contract negotiation anyway, which I'm not too interested in. So that should be fine. So let's see what happens. Things went okay. So Jay Lethal and Magnus went up to a 3.5-star rivalry. It's now a level 4 rivalry as well, which is good. Nothing happened between the women. The mid-card went up to a tag team level 2 rivalry, which is good. Just a 3-star match, but it's still solid. The main event was only 2.5 stars. That's because there's no rivalry between Rhino and Scott Steiner. And it also didn't increase the rivalry between Rhino and Alex Shelley either. So, bad main event, I guess. On Raw, this is what they did. They've got rivalries going all over the place. So, yeah, it went okay for us. I don't think we'll take the lead this week, but maybe next week. We gained 50,000 fans and Raw gained 47. Which means we're only, how much? 1,200 fans behind now. Rhino also didn't win the title in the main event, so it's still on Scott Steiner for now, but we're very, very close to overtaking Raw into week 8. So, something interesting here. Tegan Knox wants to join TNA. She wants to ditch her contract and come to SmackDown for 82,000. Now, if I remember right, she is in a rivalry with Rhea Ripley right now. So, just for that, I don't want Tegan Knox, but I want to destroy Raw from the inside out. So, we're going to sign her, she'll join next week, and then I'm just going to release her. That's very evil, but that's what I'm going to do. It's 82,000, we have the budget, that's fine. So I'm going to sign her. And then I'm going to release her. So this is our match card for the week. The tag team opener, the rivalry between Magnus and Jay Lethal in the mid card, and Angelina Love vs Madison Rayne in the main event. Hopefully this can finally go up to a level 4 rivalry, but we shall see. We're also going to turn Booker T heel, and we have Alex Shelley calling out Rhino just because Rhino's stamina is really low right now, so I don't want him to get injured. So Alex Shelley can call him out even though he's only a level 1 on the mic. It's probably not going to go up to the level 4 rivalry. It would be amazing if it did, but I'm not expecting anything. Show logistics, we've bought the best stuff that works for us. On the power cards, I bought the health spa because I want to use it on Rhino. He is very low, so he'll go up to a 42, which is still low, but we're going to do it anyway. I'm not so interested in the double cost or the contract negotiations, so we're just going to keep things as is. The commissioner goal is to ensure that Homicide cuts a promo. That doesn't help the tag team rivalry though, so I'm not going to do that, and the free special effects I don't really care about anyway. After Booker T turns heel, I can begin a rivalry between him and Scott Steiner though, and Steiner's still the champion and the most popular person on our roster, and I want him involved, I just don't have anyone for him to face. That's why Booker's going to turn heel, and then it'll be a perfect matchup. So hopefully that works, but let's get into see what happens here. 3s all around. Not great, but not bad either. I'm kind of fine with this. So the tag team rivalry went to level 3, which is good. Shelley and Rhino went to level 4, even though Alex Shelley's only a level 1 on the mic. Incredible work from him. He put in a 5-star promo with a level 1 mic skill. Absolutely insane from Alex Shelley, but that worked. The mid-card rivalry didn't increase. And the women's rivalry did increase to level 4 though, which is perfect, heading into the pay-per-view soon as well. Over on Raw, they're still doing their things, you know. Ripley and Tegan Knox is a level 3 rivalry. They put a self-promo to increase Tegan's popularity, and they had a call-out to increase it to a level 3. And now she's coming to SmackDown just to get released straight away. I am evil, but I've killed a rivalry, a level 3 rivalry, which is just great business from me. So I don't mind at all. Let's check the fans though. We gained 47,000. Raw gained 40,000, which means we're finally in the lead. Finally, by 6,000 as well. And I've just killed one of their rivalries. Absolutely ideal. We have a lot of money. Raw's gaining money as well, but that's fine. The money doesn't really matter. So we're going into week 9 now. Couple of texts here that might be of interest. Shark Boy's contract runs out. I haven't done anything with him since I signed him, and honestly, I'm probably not. So I'm just going to say thanks for your work, but I won't be renewing, even though I've done nothing with him the entire time. Tegan saying it's great to be joining us at SmackDown, and I'm just going to release her straight away. And Bully Ray's, well, Brother Ray, I keep saying Bully Ray. Brother Ray is psyched for the pay-per-view, so that's good for him, I guess. So first thing I'm going to do is get rid of Tegan Knox. I'm going to get 19,000 back. I paid 82,000 to get her over to my show, so I basically paid how much, like 60,000, just about 63,000 to kill a rivalry and to get rid of one of their superstars. That's better than pretty much any power card I could have got for 60,000, so I don't mind it. I have purchased the Get the Tables boost and the health spa as well though. Get the table, I'm gonna have to use that on Brother Ray at the pay-per-view, surely I will. But yes, I will book the rest of the show now. So this is our match card for the week, the tag team rivalry continuing. Of course, we have Booker T calling out Scott Steiner. Hopefully begins a rivalry there, and then I can get Scott Steiner, since he is the champion, back on the show. His popularity has went down a bit as well, so I need this rivalry to kind of begin, hopefully. I have Rhino calling out Alex Shelley. That's a level 4 rivalry, which will be perfect for the pay-per-view. This rivalry is also level 4. It's getting stale though, so it needs to end next week at the pay-per-view anyway, so I'm just going to continue this match anyway. Main event, level 4 rivalry again between Angelina and Madison Rayne. Championship is on the line. Both got okay stamina, so this should be fine. Show logistics, I've bought the best stuff for me. And yeah, the journal, have at least one normal match, easy enough, so I'll have a free arena booking for the pay-per-view. Perfect. Do I want to use a power card? Do I want to veto a star for the pay-per-view? You know what? I will. I'll veto a random superstar, so I won't even know who it is. But it's not going to be their most popular. Or maybe it is. Who knows? Everything else, Health Spa. Health Spa, I don't really need to use on Alex Shelley or Steiner at the minute, so they should be fine. Eric Young I'm not doing anything with right now, so he's fine as well. So let's just begin. Things are looking up. So the tag team rivalry is level 4 going into the pay-per-view. Perfect. Booker T called out Scott Steiner. That has begun a rivalry. Perfect. The mid-card, the fans are growing tired that it's level 4. It's a 2.5-star match, which is not ideal, but that's fine. That'll also end at the pay-per-view. Main event, still level 4. I got a 4-star match. The fans aren't tired of it yet, which is great. And this is also a level 4 rivalry. I can't get any higher, so that's fine. Over on Raw, Trent Seven and Lesnar's a level 4 rivalry now. Otis is calling out Devon. They've got one of the local talent doing a self promo. I don't know what's going on here. Some of their rivalries are increasing though, so yeah, but their match ratings are not so high. So I think we should be doing fine here. We gain 51,000 fans. We got a free arena booking, and they gain 41,000 fans. We have jumped into the lead. We are 15,000 ahead, and we're going into the pay-per-view. Ideal. So this is the card for the week. We have a massive card on our hands. The tag team rivalry is going to come to an end, hopefully, in a tag team match, tables match. We have an Extreme Rules match between Magnus and Jay Lethal to hopefully end their rivalry as well. We have a match between Rhino and Alex Shelley, a TLC match to end their rivalry, and another TLC match in the main event between Madison Rayne and Angelina Love to end their rivalry. And I've scheduled a run-in from Jacqueline to attack Angelina Love to set up a rivalry to go forward after this match, hopefully. As well as that, we have Booker T calling out Scott Steiner, then Steiner calling out Booker T, and we have some charity work from Eric Young just because he's got nothing to do, which is fine. For show logistics, we've bought all of the best stuff available to us right now, and the power cards, I'm going to buy the special promotion. This is going to be a very, expensive week. We're also going to buy the health spa. We can't use the health spa because everyone's booked, but we are going to use a special promotion because we will keep most of our fans, and it's a pay-per-view week, so we should gain more fans anyway, which is big. We're also going to use the Get the Tables boost to boost the tag team rivalry, which is match 1. Hopefully be a 5-star match to end up the rivalry. We have the 2 Extreme, which we'll save for WrestleMania, I guess. And we have the free arena booking. We're going big with the arena so we can save some money here by using this, which will be great. And the commissioner goal was, no, I don't want to leave, was to schedule a run-in, which I've got in the main event anyway, to start a new rivalry. So everything should go well. So let's just see. Everything is going swimmingly, just as expected. So 5-star, 4-star, 4-star, 5-star. I did, however, make a big problem, which I'll talk about in a second. But this rivalry completed. The tag team rivalry went extremely well. Perfect. This rivalry completed. Perfect. This rivalry completed. Perfect. And here is the mistake. Because I scheduled a run-in, this rivalry can't end yet, because I've tried to start a new rivalry instead. So the fans are growing tired. It's a level 4 rivalry, and I've just wasted being able to end it yet, but they did put on a 5-star match. For the callouts, it went from level 1 to level 3 because of 2 callouts, which is huge. Instantly boosts all match ratings, so this rivalry can begin great. They haven't even had a match yet, and it's level 3. After 2 weeks, I think. Perfect. Over on Raw side, they're completing some rivalries as well, but their ratings are a lot lower than ours, 4.5, which is still big, but, we got 5 on our opener. Then they had a 2-star match, then a 3-star match, then a 4-star main event. They've got some call-outs as well, but yeah, I think we'll be fine here. So we gain 256,000 fans, which is huge. They gain 177,000 fans, massive. We gain like 80,000 fans more than them. We are hugely in the lead now. Hugely. We're almost 100,000 fans in the lead. We're 95,000 fans in the lead. We have more money than them. We have 5 weeks left. It's going well into week 11 now. So week 11 and things are a bit all over the place right now. So, opening match is Hernandez versus Eric Young. Maybe begin a rivalry between these two. Eric Young's popularity is really low, but both of these staminas are just okay. Well, Hernandez's stamina is just okay, so we need to begin a rivalry here. We have Angelina calling out Madison Rayne because her stamina is extremely low, and I'm deciding to keep this rivalry going until WrestleMania. Why not? Let's try and end it there instead of building a new rivalry right now. We have Alex Shelley versus Nick Aldis. Hopefully begin a rivalry here. Both specialists, maybe they'll be able to. And Nick Aldis's, Magnus's stamina is only 44. Not great. We're going to change Brother Ray face. Yeah, and in the main event we have Scott Steiner taking on Booker T. Finally, they both have high stamina, their popularities are okay, it's a level 3 rivalry. This should be good to head into WrestleMania. As for show logistics, we've bought the best things available for us, and the power cards, we bought the health spa. We have 4 health spas available, which I need to use because everyone's stamina is low. So we're going to use one on Madison Rayne straight away, take out a 36, which is still low. We're also going to use one on On Jay Lethal, just because his popularity is high and his stamina is low. And we'll also use one on Rhino. And Homicide only has 2 weeks left on his contract, and I don't really have anything for him, so I'm just gonna let him sit it out, I guess, for now. We'll see, but that's what we're gonna do. The commissioner goal was to book your least popular available star for a match, but we have money, we don't need it. So yeah, we're in a building week, going into WrestleMania, the final 5 weeks. So yeah, as expected, it was a building week. We didn't do great, but we did okay because Raw's middle match was terrible. The bad thing is, neither of these two matches began rivalries, which is not what I wanted at all. I wanted them to both start rivalries. Not great. But the main event match did go up to a level 4 rivalry. Everyone is loving this match, except the match rating is only 2.5 stars, so I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it's just because their popularities are a bit lower than everyone else? Potentially. The fans are growing tired of this rivalry, but I'm not going to begin any rivalry between the women now. And Brother Ray turned face. Over on Raw, we have a level 4 rivalry here, and everything else don't really know what's going on, but okay, they're doing some stuff. This was a level 4, well, a 4-star match, and it didn't increase any rivalries or anything, maybe just because it was Extreme Rules. Who knows? But we gained 1,000 fans. That's nothing. They gained 23,000, which is a lot more. And I skipped that, but we're still in the lead anyway. Uh-oh, let's go into week 12. Okay, so looking at the free agents this week, we have some interesting stuff. We have Velvet Sky available here, and Shark Boy's back again. These aren't what's interesting to me though. What is interesting is if we look in Legends, Hulk Hogan was in TNA for quite a while. Not in 2008 though, but he is here. His stamina is high, his popularity is high. He's only 87,000, which is not bad for 4 weeks. Well, actually it is. It's extremely expensive for 4 weeks, but since we don't have many rivalries, I'm going to sign him. We're bringing Hulk Hogan over to TNA early. So yeah, let's book the card. So this is our card for week 12. We have the women's match continuing onwards forever and ever. The tag team, we have a new rivalry hopefully beginning. Rhino and Matt Morgan, Bruiser and Bruiser versus Specialist and Specialist in Alex Shelley and Jay Lethal. Interesting matchups. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. We shall see. And the main event is a TLC match between Scott Steiner and Booker T. Their popularities are a little bit low, considering they're like our main feud right now. So I'm trying to boost it up with a TLC match. Their staminas are both high, so they can handle it. This should be good. We have Hulk Hogan calling out Brother Ray. That is going to be the rivalry for Hulk Hogan, I hope. And since I just changed Brother Ray to a face last week, we need to turn him back heel. So I've just wasted money and time here, so we're turning back heel again. But he was the only fighter I could match him up against, so that's what we're doing. Show logistics, this is what we have. For the power cards, I have a health spa, but I'm not doing anything with any of these guys now. We have 4 people left over. I am going to give it to Magnus though, because he is actually our most popular guy on the roster right now. And he's not doing anything, so I'm going to give him the health spa, then have Hernandez versus Magnus as a rivalry until WrestleMania. That's what I'm hoping for, at least anyway. So we'll see how this goes. We're doing okay. The commissioner goal was schedule a run in, which I'm not doing. But yeah, let's just see. You know what? It did okay. So the women's match, the fans are still growing tired, but it was a 3-star match. The tag team rivalry, it began. It went to level 1 in a 3-star match as well. Decent for a level 1 rivalry. Main event didn't increase because it's a level 4 rivalry already, but it was a 4.5-star match, which is huge. And the rivalry between Hulk Hogan and Brother Ray did begin. And Brother Ray turned back heel again. So he's just messing around with the fans. One week he's coming out saying he loves everyone. The next week he's coming out saying he hates everyone. Yeah, he's like the Big Show of TNA right now. But yeah, over on Raw, this is their stuff that's going on. They've got a level 4 rivalry in the opening match. And that's about it. Nothing else of note, really. So let's check the fans. We gained 25,000 this week, which is good. They gained 10,000, so we got all them fans that we lost last week, we've gained back. And again, I skipped. I didn't mean to skip, but we're now on week 13, so actually we have some messages. I'm not going to end it yet. Let's just see what happens. Alex Shelley's contract ends at the end of the week. I am going to increase. It's only 26,000, so let's increase this. Rhino's contract also runs out, but he's just begun a rivalry. He costs 35k. So yeah, we can also increase his contract. Shane McMahon, what are you saying? He's just saying he's going to be the best at the end. I don't think so. Brother Ray loves tables matches, believe it or not. Wow. Lucky how that's worked out. Okay. He wants to be in one. Alright, you can have a tables match. Don't worry about it. And Magnus, he wants the main event. Again. I can give him that. He's the most popular guy on my roster, so that is fine. Let's book week 13. Okay, this is the match card for week 13. We have Hulk Hogan versus Brother Ray in the opening matchup. Their rivalry start off well. Let's continue it. Mid card is the tag team rivalry. Main event is Magnus versus Hernandez to hopefully begin this rivalry. Also, Magnus wanted the main event match, and also the commissioner goal was to ensure that Magnus fights this week to get contract negotiation, which doesn't matter, but I'm promising him a main event match anyway, so that's fine. Actually, Brother Ray wanted a tables match, so you know what? Since their staminas are both okay, we're going to give him a tables match straight away. That should definitely boost the rivalry to level 2 at least, hopefully. We have Angelina calling out Madison Rain because Madison's stamina is really low. And we have Booker T calling out Scott Steiner because Booker's mic skills are level 5. Scott Steiner's somehow only level 1. Doesn't make sense, but yeah, that's going to continue their rivalry as well. For Show Logistics, that's what we have. For the power cards, we have a few good things here. We have a Hell in a Cell, which we're going to buy for the pay-per-view. And we have a Health Spa, which we're also going to buy because everyone always gets tired. And we're going to use it straight away on Madison Rain because we need her back in action. Everything else is fine. So yeah, let's get into it. So things went okay, I guess. The Hogan Brother Ray rivalry went up to level 2. The tag team rivalry went up to level 2. This didn't begin a rivalry, which is not ideal. The fans are growing tired of Booker T versus Scott Steiner, which is interesting. The fans are fickle. They've had one match against each other, and it's only been like 4 weeks, 3 weeks since the week before the last pay-per-view. So yeah, the fans are fickle. And the fans are still growing tired of this rivalry as well, but whatever, don't care at this point. Over on Raw, this is what's happening. Things are going on. And yeah, let's check out the fans. We lost 500 fans. Okay, and Raw gained 19,000 fans. The difference is still 68,000 now. We're 68,000 fans ahead. We still have more money, and we're going into week 14 now, I believe. Yeah, this is week 14, the week before WrestleMania. So, Matt Morgan's contract runs out at the end of this week. Yes, we will increase because, yeah, it's for 1 week, that's fine. Hernandez wants a match with Rhino. I don't think so. Sorry. And Madison just wants to be on the pay-per-view, which you will be, Madison, don't worry about it. So, let's book week 14. So week 14, this is what we have for the penultimate week. We have the women's rivalry continuing as always. For the tag team rivalry continuing, and you know what? We're actually going to boost these up. Let's make this an Extreme Rules match. Let's make this a tables match. And let's make the main event. You know, they've got decent stamina as well. We're also going to make this a tables match because Brother Ray is good at tables matches. We have Steiner calling out Booker T to hopefully increase this rivalry. Actually, it's level 4 already, so that's fine. We have Jacqueline doing a charity promo because the commish goal was to get a Jacqueline promo this week to get free special effects, which would be good for WrestleMania. Over in the power cards, we have some health spa stuff. I'm going to buy one because I don't actually know if anyone needs it. Booker T's not on the card and we're not using Nick Aldis or Hernandez, so I might as well just use it on Booker since I just bought it and we have no other time to use it. We have a Physio, a Forged in Fire Hell in a Cell match, and a 2 Extreme card to use. And we have the Vito Top Star, which I need to use now, don't forget. So Raw's Top Star won't be competing at WrestleMania. Perfecto. And yeah, that's everything. So let's begin. This is how the card is looking. 3-star, 4-star, 4-star. And yeah, ideal. This is still level 4 rivalry. This is still level 4 rivalry. This went up to level 3 as expected, and the main event also went up to level 3. It seems like if you just throw on a special match, then it's gonna get the rivalry level up, which it did, and they're both putting on 4-star matches as well, which is perfect going into WrestleMania. As for Raw, their stuff is still strange-ish, but yeah, they're doing what they can, I guess. And yeah, let's check the fans. I gained 14,000. Got the free special effects. They gained 29,000, which is quite a bit more, but we're still ahead by 54,000 going into WrestleMania week. So, it is finally WrestleMania. Let's do this. Interesting text here straight away from Triple H. All special matches will cost double this week, so it gave me the double cost week when I'm gonna go all out on special matches. But I do have 589,000 budget, so that should be fine. Hulk Hogan can't take part in your show this week. He's one of the most popular guys and in rivalry with Brother Ray. Ideal, great. Well, Booker T's back in his hometown for WrestleMania. Perfect, perfect. And yeah, he wants Brother Ray wants a partnership. Yeah, okay, I'll say yes because I'm never going to talk to him again after this. So yeah, let's just boost him up. Whatever. We have 5 matches to book. I don't even think I have 5 rivalries now since Hulk Hogan can't compete. So I'll book the card. This is the WrestleMania card. We have the tag team rivalry in an Extreme Rules match. We have the mid card. The championship is on the line in a TLC match between Scott Steiner and Booker T. We have Brother Ray taking on Hernandez because I didn't have any more rivalries. We also have Sting. We signed Sting for WrestleMania and he is going to be taking on Magnus in a tables match. And the main event is a Hell in a Cell match between Angelina Love and Madison Rayne to end their rivalry once and for all. We also have charity promos from Jacqueline, Eric Young. We re-signed Homicide and we signed Jesse James because he was in TNA at the time, believe it or not. So we signed him to do some charity work for WrestleMania. Perfect, perfect, perfect. As for power cards, we're going to use everything. Free special effects, which we're going to use because we are pretty much out of money. Because of the double cost, everything costs more. But now we can buy the best pyro in the game, which is great. And yeah, we also have the Forge and Fire, which we need to use to get the Hell in a Cell main event boosted up even more. That should be a 5-star match, or it should be. We also have the Extreme Rules boost to Extreme, and that applies to, I think, the opening match. The opening match is Extreme Rules, is that right? Yes, it is. The Tag Team Rivalry is Extreme Rules, so both of them should hopefully be 5-star. And I don't care about injuries at this point, but everyone is fine anyway. They're above 40, but they're probably going to die in some of these matches anyway. This is WrestleMania. We have used all of our money. We have 19,000 left over. So yeah, we will simulate one by one since it's WrestleMania. Let's end with a bang. Let's see who wins. Alex Shelley and Jay Lethal pick up the win in a legendary 5-star match to end their rivalry. Jacqueline getting them fans up. Steiner versus Booker T. TLC match for the championship, and Steiner retains the championship in a 4.5-star classic to end their rivalry. Eric Young doing some promo work. Brother Ray versus Hernandez tables match. I'm not expecting this to do so well, but Brother Ray picks up the win, of course he does, and it's a 3.5-star match. That's respectable for a match that doesn't have any sort of rivalry. Homicide doing good stuff with charity work. Sting versus Magnus in a tables match. Again, I'm not expecting big things here. Magnus picks up the win in a 2.5-star match. That's very disappointing, but we need a small match, I guess, because we had no other rivalry since we couldn't do Brother Ray versus Hulk Hogan, which is a shame. Jesse James doing some charity work as well. And finally, the main event, Hell in a Cell match between Angelina Love and Madison Rayne. Who is going to walk away as women's champion? It's Angelina Love. She wins back the championship. Rivalry finally completing after 15 weeks of going at it in a legendary Hell in a Cell match to end WrestleMania. Perfect stuff here. This is the Raw card, as you can see, but we're just going to skip this. And look at them ratings difference. 5-star, 4.5, 3.5, 2.5, 5-star. Our match ratings went down and then up again at the end. But yeah, Raws were pretty consistent throughout. 4-star, 3, 3, 3.5, 4.5, which is good actually. They were gaining fans as well. This could be a close one, but I did have 3 matches better than theirs. So, their Raw rivalries, they would have completed as well. Well, 2 of them did. They were doing call-outs at WrestleMania. Why didn't you put them in a match? Some of the stuff is questionable. But yeah, let's check the fans. We gained 311,000 fans. We are rank 1. That confirms that we get the win. They gained 312,000 fans, so they gained 1,000 more fans than us. But we were in the lead anyway, so it doesn't matter. We win by 54,000 fans. That is Wrestlemania complete. We won the challenge with TNA, and skip that cutscene, we can't show that. But there's the fan change for the weeks, you know. Raw started off in the lead for the first 6, 7, 8 weeks. And then we took over and we didn't let go from that. The budget, we had a lot of money and it just went down and down and down. And we end with, well, actually we still have more money than them, but it says that Raw has more money than us. Who knows? But yeah, TNA 2008 defeated Raw. We win the challenge. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it up, subscribe down below if you haven't already, and other than that, I will see you all next time.